In consultation with experts from within the Unified Command, the debris is consistent with the catastrophic loss of the pressure chamber.
The Oceangate submarine experienced a devastating implosion during its expedition to the Titanic wreck site. The catastrophic implosion left no survivors to tell the tale. What led the submarine Oceangate to implode? What have we learned from exploring the implosion and expert opinions? Join us as we unravel the mysteries behind the catastrophe. We will investigate the causes behind the implosion and explore the insights of experts who have delved into the depths. Prepare for an unforgettable journey that shines a light on the darkness of the ocean floor. Before anything else, let us examine those who were on board. The presence of the Pakistani billionaire Shahzada Dawood and his son Suleman Dawood, the British businessman Hamish Harding, the French diver Paul-Henri Nargeolet, Stockton Rush, the founder and CEO of Oceangate, is the fifth person. Participating in Oceangate Expedition's 8-day voyage, these 5 individuals embarked on a high-priced journey priced at $250,000 per person. Set sail with Oceangate Incorporated, situated in Everett, Washington, and let us enter a world of adventure and exploration. It was founded in 2009 by Stockton Rush and Guillermo Sunline, and since then, it has been creating waves in the submersible sector. It offers crewed submersibles for travel, company, research, and adventure. As pioneers in their field, Oceangate Incorporated has an uncompromising dedication to customer safety, while providing their clients with an immersive experience like no other. They stretch the limits of exploration and reinterpret the expression, diving into the unknown. Stockton Rush, 61, the Titan submersible's pilot, was discovered dead when his craft was recovered in bits at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. Let us take a look at his extraordinary life, which was filled with adventure and resilience. What was the extraordinary journey of Mr. Rush, where the sky was not the limit and the depths of the ocean became his universe? Fueling his insatiable thirst for adventure, Mr. Rush initially soared to the skies. He was thought to be the youngest jet transport qualified pilot in the world in 1981, when he was only 19 years old. But if the sky was the limit, Mr. Rush found that to be too limiting. He stated to Fast Company magazine, "I want to be the first person on Mars," in 2017. Mr. Rush, a lifelong adventure seeker, claimed that he decided to take up the danger of deep-water travel because the ocean is the universe. That is the source of life. From conquering the heights of the skies to plumbing the depths of the sea, Mr. Rush's quest for adventure knew no limits. Denied the chance to soar among the stars due to his eyesight, Mr. Rush relinquished his dreams of becoming an astronaut. He recognized that it did not seem like interplanetary travel would be financially feasible in the foreseeable future. He decided that he did not want to visit space as a tourist. Instead, he wanted to be like Captain Kirk on the Enterprise. Envisioning the vast untapped horizons beneath the surface, Mr. Rush fearlessly dove into uncharted waters. He was willing to embrace the turbulent tides of risk to navigate the depths and achieve his goals. He married Wendy Hollings Whale in 1986. She was a certified pilot, a substitute teacher, and an account manager for magazine publishing consultants. She moved on to Oceangate and was appointed Director of Communications. Her grandpa, Richard Wilde Jr., was president of Macy's New York. She was the great-great-granddaughter of retail tycoon Isidore Strauss and his wife, Ida, two of the richest individuals to perish when the Titanic fell, which is relevant to this tale. Before delving into the details of this specific tragedy, let us first acknowledge the inherent challenges that accompany deep-sea exploration. Does deep-sea exploration pose a plethora of challenges? What delayed the discovery of the Titan submarine amidst a technologically advanced and scientifically progressive era? It is a tough endeavor to explore the enigmatic ocean depths. Underwater exploration encounters daunting obstacles that push against the limitations of our current technology. The extreme pressure experienced at great depths is one major obstacle. Underwater vehicles and equipment must be designed to endure the extreme pressure, which can be as high as several thousand pounds per square inch. Crafting resilient vehicles for such conditions demands meticulous attention to detail and innovative engineering skills. Another important challenge is the poor visibility in the deep ocean. Human-made technology struggles to navigate and observe clearly in the absence of natural light. Sonar technologies have helped us better map the ocean floor, but due to their resolution and range restrictions, they cannot fully explore large portions of the deep ocean. Advancements in imaging technology, and the creation of specialized sensors and cameras that can record sharp images in the darkness of the deep sea are required to overcome the challenge of limited visibility. Why have we explored space more than the ocean? Imaging technology has been used to map the entire ocean floor. The mapping equipment was only used at a resolution of up to 3 miles. Anything longer than 5 kilometers has not been charted or recorded. This indicates that there is still more for us to investigate and learn. Although there is time and money available, deep-sea exploration is still quite expensive. Venturing into the depths means confronting the ocean's unfathomable pressures, which weigh down like countless jumbo jets. Furthermore, the lack of visibility at extreme depths poses a significant challenge because even light fails to break through the dense darkness. However, progress is forging ahead as scientists and researchers dive deep into cutting-edge technology to shed light on the enigmatic depths of the ocean floor. One of the primary reasons for the emphasis on space exploration is the amazing capacities of telescopes like Hubble, which can see distances of 13 billion light-years. Additionally, the allure of space holds a mystical fascination, perhaps as a result of the numerous television programs and films that portray space exploration and extraterrestrial life, outshining depictions of aquatic life. The huge distances covered in Space Dwarf, the ocean's tiny 7-mile depth, demonstrating the state-of-the-art technologies used in space research. It's truly astonishing how we prioritize venturing to distant galaxies, while the mysteries of our own watery world remain largely untouched. But hey, who needs to explore the depths when we have aliens to find? Let me first explain what a submersible is before venturing into the Oceangate submarine disaster. A submersible is different from a submarine in a few significant ways. It needs a backup ship on the surface to launch and recover it because of its limited power reserves. The Titan normally spends 10 to 11 hours during each dive to the Titanic wreck, as opposed to submarines that can stay down for months. This is because it cannot stay underwater for long. The Titan weighs 23,000 pounds and is built of titanium and carbon fiber. It incorporates advanced safety measures to vigilantly track and maintain the vessel's structural integrity throughout its deep-sea expeditions. Has Oceangate faced instances of criticism and concerns regarding safety in the past? The Titan visited the Titanic wreck site for the first time in 2021 and returned the following year, although neither mission was trouble-free. During its expedition in 2022, the submersible lost contact with the surface crew for nearly 5 hours. The absence of a locator beacon became a concern, despite being able to send short texts to the sub. They had no idea of its whereabouts, creating a tense and unsettling atmosphere. In court documents, Oceangate admitted that the ship's inaugural voyage had included some exterior damage and a battery problem. Prior to its disappearance during a deep-sea expedition to the Titanic wreckage, experts inside and outside of Oceangate voiced questions about the safety of the Titan submarine. In a letter to Oceangate CEO in 2018, Will Conan, chair of the Marine Technology Society's Submarine Committee, outlined widespread worries about the experimental approach and lack of official oversight. The industry's lack of a rock-solid certification and verification framework ignited a storm of concerns. They could unleash potential negative ripples and deep-sea repercussions. The urgent quest for a robust system for anchor verification spotlighted the industry's vulnerability, sending shockwaves through the maritime exploration community. David Lockridge, a former employee, raised concerns about the safety of the touring submersible with authorities and in court documents. He sounded the alarm about the uncharted territory of the Titan's hull testing and the perilous possibilities it posed for passengers at deep depths. Despite his efforts to address these issues, the company turned a blind eye to the need for an independent evaluation. Lockridge's apprehension grew as anomalies surfaced, like the viewport certification failing to measure up to the Titanic's resting depths. Tragically, his outspokenness came at a cost, leading to his abrupt termination from the position he held. Now, let us hear the perspective of another expert, Mr. Stanley. Mr. Stanley, an expert in the field, had the opportunity to live with Stockton Rush for a while. Knowing Mr. Rush's aversion to criticism, Mr. Stanley sought to provide a written record that Mr. Rush could refer back to, preventing immediate arguments. Although Mr. Rush did not respond in writing, they did have a brief conversation about the matter. However, Mr. Rush took significant actions, such as canceling the year's dives and meticulously examining and replacing a defective carbon fiber tube, incurring a cost estimated at well over $1 million. As we conclude the video, it becomes apparent that numerous unanswered questions remain. Was Rush's choice to put innovation ahead of safety a deliberate one? Why were the warnings and concerns raised by experts not given the serious attention they deserve? Do you think Rush and Oceangate's strategies may have had an impact on the expedition's outcome? Share your thoughts in the comments.